Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining me. My name is Elena Riley, and welcome to First Alert 6 streaming at the Alert Center. And today I have the top headlines for you just to go over, get you started for your day on our website. So we'll head over there with the latest. One moment. Alrighty, here we are, First Alert 6 with our top headlines. This is what the web story looks like. I bring that to you every morning around 6 a.m. So let's get to some of these headlines then. So first off, authorities have identified the people involved in Wednesday night's fatal incident in Glenwood, Iowa. And the Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation says Brandon Oman, age 38, died at the scene, and his 35-year-old wife, Stevie Oman, was transported to the hospital where she later died as well. And Dennis Burnell, he's 71 years old. He was critically injured in the fire, but he was taken into custody upon exiting this burning home, is what the release states. Glenwood Police and the Mills County Sheriff's deputies responded to the area of 4th and Grove Streets just before 8 p.m. on Wednesday. So this is called an isolated incident by Glenwood Police. They say the shooting as well as the explosion has rocked the Glenwood neighborhood, is what we are told by neighbors we've spoken to just overall. Investigators say the shooting stemmed from a dispute between the suspect and the victims. And as the investigation continues, anyone with information should contact Glenwood Police at 712-527-4844, and Iowa DCI is also assisting in this investigation. Of course, we have the latest from them here. Mute that, sorry about that. Next, the U.S. Chemical Safety and Hazard Investigation Board, which is an independent federal board, has launched their investigation into the fatal explosion at Horizon Biofuels in Fremont. So this happened on July 29th. It claimed the lives of 8-year-old Faye and 12-year-old Haven, along with their dad, Dylan D. Danielson. He's 32, of Columbus, Nebraska. The Nebraska Fire Marshal's agency's initial investigation found the incident started with a dust fire and was an accident. And fires are continuing to burn inside the ruins of the building over 1 week after this explosion. Fire officials say that since last week, crews have responded about 6 times for these hot spots, douse them with water from a safe distance. They have to be about 200 feet away. There's just some poor structural integrity of this building. Of course, it's a safety hazard. Gotta be safe there. And we're told that what's left of the former grain tower may not stand much longer. Fire officials anticipate that it will collapse pretty soon. So if you do see smoke or anything, you're asked to contact and report them right away to authorities. The state fire marshal completed its initial investigation of the incident at the plant last Thursday, and OSHA is also having their own investigation. Must be done in about 6 months by law. My next headline is that a former deputy Douglas County attorney says that 24 hours after she told Douglas County attorney Don Klein she planned to run for his office, she was fired. So this is former deputy Douglas County attorney Amy Jacobson. She's been a prosecutor for about 33 years. Our John Chapman was talking to her yesterday. She spent the last 13 in the county attorney's office. She says there's been nothing in my history that would support firing me, so at least we believe, yes, this was in fact because I decided to run for county attorney. We also spoke with Klein. There he is. He's been a prosecutor for close to 40 years, and he's been the Douglas County attorney since 2006. He said he's prohibited from saying a lot about the personal matters, but he did say there were several reasons why he dismissed Jacobson from her job. He says this was in the works for a while. This just brought it to a head, I guess. So yeah, I did what I did. Our John Chapman reports that both candidates said they plan to run positive campaigns still, and that this next election in Douglas County is set for May 12th of 2026. Up next, we have an update onto an investigation about an Omaha-area home builder that abruptly closed its doors. So we found out yesterday that the parent company for Davis Custom Homes was granted a small business administration loan in Iowa. This is just weeks before shutting down without notice. This is from one of our first investigations. Our Mike and I spoke with this couple who just was abandoned as their home was getting built. Records show a government-backed loan was approved to add 3 new jobs, about $350,000. It's not known if the company received the money from a bank due to privacy laws. We do not know that. As I mentioned earlier, our investigation revealed that dozens of families in Iowa and Nebraska have been left with unfinished homes and filed by unpaid subcontractors. And we tried to contact the owner of Davis Custom Homes. They've not responded to any calls or emails from our team. Up next this morning is that the Pinnacle Bank Championship will enter the second day of competition at Indian Creek Golf Club in Elkhorn. So this is happening today. The morning tee time is already started, 6:45 a.m. They've been out there for a little while, as well as the afternoon tee time is set for a little afternoon, 12:10 p.m. There will be a cut at the end of the day, according to the event's website. I also found on the website that kids under 15 get in free if they are ticketed with a ticketed adult, as well as all active duty veterans and first responders get in free to this event as well if you want to check out some golf going on here in Elkhorn. And then a one-day pass, it's called a grounds ticket for the event, is $20, and the tournament will be running through Sunday. If you want to check this out at any point this weekend, see what's going on, and some local golfers as well. Right, my last headline for the day is that today is the first day of the 2025-2026 school year for some students in Bellevue. Returning students in 10th, 11th, and 12th grades at Bellevue East as well as West are heading back to class today. This is pre-K through 9th grade, as well as some 10th through 12th graders started yesterday, so they're already on day 2. On social media, the Bellevue Police Department they showed us their new cruiser for the school's resource officer. They unveiled this. Awesome in that post. So the public is advised that if you see this cruiser out, don't get worried. It does not mean there's a school-related issue. That is what they want us to know. All Westside Community School students got back in the classroom as well yesterday, as well as OPS, which is, of course, the largest school district in Nebraska. They will start their year next week. So that is all the headlines I have for you this morning. Thank you very much for joining me. I bring you this live stream in the 8 o'clock hour every morning, get you started for your day. Thank you very much.
Troop of Unit Code 5 with the